Hey everybody,
Hey.
Joe here, and
Hi.
and this is
Candid at the Movies.
And this time we're going to talk about the movie Devotion that just came out, based on true events, based on a true story. Oh, inspired by a true story. There's a big difference. D, what was your thoughts on this movie?
I wanted to like it, y'all. I did. I like Jonathan Majors as an actor. I wanted to like this movie. The pacing was very slow. There was little to no action. The action scenes that we got were about a minute or less. It should have stayed a book. Honestly, it should have stayed a book.
Yeah, so this movie is, again, inspired by true events. It stars Jonathan Majors and as Jesse Brown and Glen Powell as Tom Hutner. Mm-hmm. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was a snooze fest. I was thankful that you were there because otherwise I would have fallen asleep on this one. And not that it's a terrible movie, it was a terrible bore though. I kind of like exposition, but when it's done in a right way. So what was it that you were saying in the car, how it was paced?
It wasn't really well paced. So I went in with this movie already having a bias. I don't like war movies. I don't like war movies, and I don't like movies that are heavy in the military, just based off of my background.
Period pieces.
Yeah, thank you. I also don't like period pieces, and so it was already 2 strikes for me against the movie. And so I was just saying in the car, they were having a real struggle with the pacing of the movie because they built so much exposition that you figure in the third act it's going to be nothing but action, and it was totally the antithesis of that. The action came and went, and it was almost like, oh, that was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was very anticlimactic.
I
wanted to like this movie. I did.
The movie itself is 2 hours and 19 minutes long.
Yeah.
I felt about 3 hours in my
There was
spirit.
a point in the movie that he leaned over to me and he said, "I'm so bored." And I said, "Oh my God, I thought it was just me." Because I knew I was coming into this movie with a bias, and I was really bored with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that they were doing the right thing by shining light on Jesse Brown and what happened over there, and basically just showing that they still haven't gotten his body from over there.
And so I feel like with this movie, there's going to be a renewed interest in making sure that he gets home, which is great. But we were also discussing in the car, for every Jesse Brown story, there are millions of stories that we don't know their names. We don't know what happened to them. They gave their life fighting for a country that refuses to love them back.
Yeah, I agree. And for the characters that were depicted, really, thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you very much for your service.
But this movie, however, let's just go ahead and grade it and not continue with this because this is very hard for me. D, what would you give this grade? I'm sorry we're not excited. It's just not exciting.
We tried, y'all.
Stuff.
We did.
So,
C-, D+.
Which one?
We'll go with C-.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going with a D+.
Can I change my score then to a D+? Because that's initially what I wanted to give it, and I just wanted to give it more kudos because Jonathan Majors. But y'all, it should have stayed a book.
I don't score things based off of the people that are in it. The movie is either good or it's not, and this is not a great movie. I do not recommend. I just, for the historical aspect of it, if you want to watch it as a documentary, even then
it's still not, because there was so much more that they could do with that. And they didn't. They chose not to. And some of the decisions that they made were really questionable. But again, the pacing just makes it an unbearable movie to watch.
We're going to use this same analogy for another film. It was like watching the people movers at the airport. So with that, I've been Joe, and this is Dee. You can find her at IMD Stafford on Instagram. And y'all take care. Have a calm-tastic day. Oh yeah, click that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your help. And hit that notification bell. Y'all take care. Bye.